done this in the Most High, Almighty God, Creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Oh, I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Yeah. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, yeah. We want on that team, look at, ooh, Lord, yeah. You've been so long. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't move from Eddie Dibia. Jao mi konsiwa ehojo na manu ya shemike wama. Jao mi konsiwa ehojo na manu ya shemike wama. Enti misuro anajubo bombiara. Misuro anajubo bombiara. Onone makucham. Nyanimu anije Ninu nasina metna. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah. We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Na mesu erade se woni mi banko bia ne mabanke se yankopona me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He done this in the Most High, Almighty God, Creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. Yeah. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. You've been so long. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't move up from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are Emojo. Namanum, Yashem, make your man. Tell me, cause you are Emojo. Namanum, Yashem, make your man. Enti, Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Nonema kucham, nonema kucham. Nyanimu anije, ninu nasina metina. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. Can just like David did. Yes. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Na mesu erade se woni mi gban ko bia ne mabanka se yankopana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on that same look at, ooh, Lord, You've been so long. You got in me, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't from Eddie Dibia. Jao mi konsiwa ehojo na manu ya shamike rama. Jao mi konsiwa ehojo na manu ya shamike rama. Enti misuro anajubu bombiara. Misuro anajubu bombiara. Onone makucham. Nyanimu wanije Ninu nasina metana. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are here and amen. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. Can just like David did. We want on that same muka, ooh Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Na mesu erade se woni mi gbanko bia ne mabanke se yankopana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Let me hear you say, ooh Lord. Everybody sing, ooh Lord, We want on that same look at, ooh Lord, You've been so long. You got in me, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't go from Eddie Dibia. Ujao mi konsiwa emojo, na manum ya shami kerama. Ujao mi konsiwa emojo, na manum ya shami kerama. Enti, misuro, anajubo bombiara. Misuro, anajubo bombiara. Onone makucham, nyani muanije.
Honey, won't you come to bed?
I'll be with you. I'll be with you shortly.
Come on, let's go to bed too. And you're doing this.
Sir? Sweetheart, I think it's getting late. You should come to bed.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Honey, won't you come to bed?
I'll be with you. I'll be with you shortly.
Come on, let's go to bed too. And you're doing this.
Sir? Sweetheart, I think it's getting late. You should come to bed.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle White.
Hello, and welcome to ENCORE, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationships, and what have you. They call me Uncle White, and I am happy to welcome you. Today, we're going to do a follow-up to what we did last week. Last week, we had two wonderful young people here who have platforms that are doing incredible service to society. We are happy that one of them is back. He will introduce himself very shortly, and then we'll continue with our conversation. Today, this is what I'm going to look at. Where do you go when you have issues? Who do you turn to when you have issues? And why do you turn to that particular person? Why do you go to that particular person? Because we all have issues, we all have problems, we all have difficulties. We all have things that puzzle us in our lives. Now, when you hit that, where do you go? Do you even have a place to go? And where are the places you should go if you didn't know where to go? With that, I'd like to say welcome and happy that you could be with us. Kobe Aqua and Dottie Amano Solomon Ni Kome are watching. Hello to you. And hello to Kofi Nyakon. Kofi Nyakon, I see you. And Rama Darlene, Nana, Amma Kunebu, and the whole community here. Please call your friends, please share the link with others so you can join us. Once again, you are welcome. Now, today is going to be, we're going to have a very informal discussion, but first, let me welcome again the guest from last week. Please introduce yourself one more time.
My name is David Bonzi Imbiri.
David has a fantastic platform. David is one of those people. David and Abena, I met them last week, and they are the kind of people I met and I immediately liked. And I'm happy. I like Abena. Just join us. Abena, hello.
Hi.
That's the last time you hear her off camera. The next time you see her, she'll be on camera. Well, let's do this. Abena, come. I would like to substitute you with Adrian. Go away. Adrian, go away. But when a beautiful woman is around, what would I want to do with your hard face? Yeah? After all, you are the one who went to your father-in-law to ask a question you should never have asked. Oh, any Ashime. I'm not the one he came to ask, but anytime I think about it, this boy, show me how I may. Well, Abena, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Now, David, what has been the reaction to any feedback from last week?
Well, I got a number of them. They loved it, aside the technical issues.
Yeah.
They loved the topic discussed. And I got a few people requesting you actually spoke on
Yes.
certain themes, and they would want you to speak on those themes also today. Some were talking about contentment. Someone just told me faithfulness. Is this something you should require from a spouse? Monogamy, for instance, is something you should require from a spouse?
Wow.
When you are in.
Okay, so we'll go into some of those issues. You can raise some of those issues, and then we'll see how we work on it. Abena, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Abena, what has been the feedback so far?
The feedback, it has actually been diverse. There were those who, mostly ladies, who after they heard the story that I shared with regards to the lady who after marriage had issues with her husband to the extent of even feeding his side chicks in their matrimonial home. I think it became a wake-up call to about 7, because they came inbox to ask me that, oh, Abena, I'm about to get married, but I really don't have a lot of money, or my husband is considering that after marriage I should stay home and then take care of the kids.
No.
So what do you think should be done?
Don't mind him.
I said that, okay, then with that one, when I come here, I'll throw it to you so that you advise them.
Yes.
Exactly, because usually whenever childbirth comes in, there are some men, I don't want to say so many, some men who would prefer that the wife stay at home.
Yes.
But I'm looking at this present economy.
Yes.
And you are staying at home to take care of kids.
Okay.
It seemed good years back, but I don't know if it is a good idea. And I'm sure you.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yes.
Let me welcome Effie.
Hello, Uncle.
Hi, Effie. I'm always happy to have you on camera.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm happy you avoided trouble. And Akosia is here, and all the Queen, Abizi, is here, and then Kakra is here, and then everybody is here. Gabi is here.
Hello. Even Baba is here. I'm here.
I didn't see you.
Yes, I'm here.
Wait. How did you come in?
I came in. I came in. Like
Okay. Just like that.
Wrong word.
Okay.
Please put it in.
Sit down. Hi. And then who else do I need to acknowledge that I haven't seen? And who is hiding there? Oh, hi. You came with Abena as the driver or the security or the creditor?
As a security.
As a security.
Wow.
Abena has security. Yeah. Okay. to everyone, those of you in the studio, when you have issues, where do you go? Where do you turn? Where do you go? What do you do when you have issues? Anyone? Let the camera go. Or you know that over here, when you come here, you can speak happy, or you can speak sad. But after speaking,
Yeah, you gonna speak yours.
Yeah.
you will speak. Okay, Abina. Agusia, let's start with you. Where do you go when you have an issue?
Uncle, most of the time, I talk to my kid sister. It's surprising that she's the kid one, but she's the one I talk to because I've realized she wouldn't judge me. She would open up and listen to me. And she gives one of the most honest answers, so I tend to.
Okay.
But more often, I would prefer to pray more about
Okay. Gabby, when you have issues, what do you do?
Uncle, it's funny. When I have issues, I don't open up to people.
So what's funny about that? No, because as soon as you said, Uncle, it is funny, I was waiting to laugh. then when I have issues, I just keep to myself.
Unfortunately for me, I'm surrounded by people who are very judgmental, and
Okay.
so I just keep it to myself.
Okay.
And then it passes.
Now I understand that. Kakra,
Uncle,
when you have issues, what do you do?
I go to a particular friend I have. I trust her. She trusts me. She's not judgmental. She has some great advice she gives. I don't talk to my immediate family, not even my twin brother, because I feel that my family members are very judgmental on certain issues. Yeah.
Okay. Sanam,
Uncle, I don't go to anybody. I keep them to myself.
you keep it to yourself.
Yeah, because a lot of people are rather comfortable telling me their stuff. So,
You'd rather listen.
yeah.
Okay, and be judgmental.
No, not at all. Actually, I'll find a way to make you feel better, but in a way it helps me rather. So.
Okay. Security. Bodyguard.
My name is Hadi.
Hadi.
Yes, please.
Hardy.
Yeah.
Oh, Hadi. Okay, so you are hard.
No, I'm actually soft.
All right. All right. The soft Hadi. Yes. Where do you go when you have an issue?
People come to me, so it's hard. I mean,
Not to say.
people. That's the impression I get, that everyone feels I'm okay all the time.
Yeah.
So when they have
So they come and offload on you.
Yes, offload on me, even total strangers.
Yes.
And this thing has been happening
Since you were a kid.
since before.
Yeah.
I've taken it as a matter of course.
Okay.
But I love to read, so when things are on my mind, I pick something that I've read.
But Hadi, don't you sometimes wait that there's somewhere or somebody you could go to and also offload on?
Yeah, there used to be, but he's gone.
Okay. You killed him.
No. His time was.
Hadi told the person his secrets and killed him. So
No.
It was that with him.
I mean, someone who was over 100 years.
Wow.
The person was over 100 years.
Yes.
And he was still alert.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure it was an overload. Adrian, where do you go?
I could not to sound anyway, but I look to you, the song, you. So over the years, there are certain nuggets of wisdom that you have shared that I find relief in when I'm in certain issues or certain things confront me. So whenever I'm hit with something I can't deal, I'm like, what has Uncle said about this before? And then wherever I have notes of certain things you've said, I go back flipping through, and I sometimes get my answer, and if I don't, I'll talk to somebody about my wife mostly, or I pray about it.
You are fortunate. You are married to a very sensible woman.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
If I'm not afraid, I'll say she's more sensible than you.
Yes.
But then I realize I'm not afraid. Yes, she's more sensible than you. Abizi, what about you? What do you do?
I was hoping you wouldn't see me.
Wait, you were hoping I wouldn't see you?
Uncle, I've lost more weight.
Wow.
Thank you.
You become slim?
Slim
Really?
Yeah. You, Uncle, let me answer.
No, but you brought it.
Uncle, you are taking it back.
You are taking it back. Okay, let's go.
Sincerely, there are a lot of things I just try to give it a day or two, hoping that when you wake up in the morning it will go with the darkness of the night. But there are mainly 3 people I talk to, 2 friends, and that one I have to sift through whatever it is and then check the one who would be able to understand me more on that issue. And when it gets to a point where it's something family-like, I'd probably send you an email and spend a few minutes of your time. Yeah.
Okay. Baba, what about you? Go back.
Uncle, so it depends on the issue and the perspectives I'm looking for. When it's very sensitive, serious, I can't do anything. It's you that I would run to. When I feel a friend or two...
You run to me?
Yes. It's you that I'll bring my issue.
You run to me?
I would talk to you. You're the one I would talk to.
No, because I've never seen you run.
She walks elegantly. I walk elegantly to your office. Sad or happy, I'm here. You are the one that I will talk to. And for all these years, your doors are always open to me. And then I have 1 or 2 friends that I talk to. Lately, I'm getting into activities. Because sometimes when I pick up a phone to call somebody and talk to, I feel like you don't know what this person is also dealing with.
Yeah.
And if I want to talk to Uncle, what time of the month is it? Is he writing a story? Is there something? So then I would...
Wait, you consider what time of the month it is with me? I'm a man.
Time of the quarter.
It's a different kind of quarter.
It's a different kind of a... Because
Uncle,
suddenly it made me feel that...
Yeah. Time of the day.
My goodness.
Time of the
wait, let me look at the date. What's the date now? No, I think this is a safe period.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
So it depends on the time of the quarter. And then I'll ask the office, how is Uncle's schedule like? And by a day or 2, maybe through exercise and reading or listening to music, or lately I'll find myself sitting at the beach for long hours. I feel better.
Okay.
After a while, yeah.
And then we welcome Vic to ENCORE. Vic, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
I watched you guys on YouTube last week and I'm like, they're here and I'm not here. Why am I not here? So this week I'm like, I'm coming.
No, we've been wondering.
Yeah, no, I told myself, I was like, why am I not here? And you did that ENCORE Plus One thing, which is so cool. And I was like, why am I not part of this? So this week I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm happy.
Where do you go to?
Welcome. I go to you, and
you used to before you married.
No.
Before you married.
No, uncle.
Before you married. Yeah. Vicky.
Don't do it.
Okay, maybe not now. I'll do this now. But I still come to you, and this is live, so I'm just being cautious. I want to say I hardly ever talk to my husband fully about things, more because the character clashes. If you're talking to me, we are looking for answers. It's not you're letting it go and we're just wallowing in the troubles kind of person. So, and I normally just want someone to just pity party with me. I'm saying I have a wound here, lick it small for me, then we'll just that kind of thing. So I talk to Uncle. When he remembers, he would say it's true. I talk to him. and then also I sometimes I just forget it, because really there's so much I can do about it. And when I forget it, I really don't forget. I mean, I shelf it and then I bring it back later. So sometimes there are issues that I should have spoken to someone about. I haven't done that. And like Baba said, some of us are waiting for that safe period when there's no play, there's a play, there's a that. And then you come around and sometimes I come with a workload of issues, and then you listen to me. So if I haven't come around in a while, then you should know that when I come around.
Or you decided that it is not safe. So
that's what I do.
Yeah. No, these days my periods have been extended. I know it lasts longer than it used to be.
I've realized there are some. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Wow. For all of you who have spoken, especially those of you who do not have a place to go, would it not be nice if you had some place you could go and offload?
Yeah.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And know that I will not be judged.
Yes.
It will not be used against me.
Yes.
And I will not hear it anywhere else.
Exactly.
You know, it is safe. I can go there and be myself. Abena, do you think that one of the problems of our time is that we have nowhere to go to offload?
Yeah, I mean, that is why Dave and I do what we do.
That's the issue.
Because if people had places that they could go to, last week I shared a story about when I went with a friend to see a psychologist, and what happened after the psychologist actually blurted out stuff that I wasn't supposed to know, because it was basically between she and my friend.
Yeah.
So it has led to a point whereby people would rather sit behind their phones and send a story, sometimes even using fake accounts. I've had people send me very sensitive stories using fake accounts because they are scared just in case. Then there are those who have told me that this is my account, this is me. And when I meet them, I know that this is the person who sent the story to me. But, okay, so you shared it. That's it, you're now free. It is not my place to come and then tell another person, because I also have my demons that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if everybody had somewhere that they could go to, people that they could talk to, I'm sure Dave and I, people would even ignore us.
Dave.
Funny, 7 years ago.
Now, as soon as you start with funny, I'm waiting to laugh.
Because it's funny to me. What I'm about to say is funny to me. 7 years ago, a lady got in touch with me. Her name is Elsie. She's divorcing her husband as I speak right now.
Then it's not our Elsies. It's not our Elsies.
She came with issues. I found her. I shared her story. Found her counselor, and she's actually at it. She's happy. But how Elsie and I now relate is interesting because I tend to share my problems with Elsie.
Okay.
She came with her problems,
yes.
And now I share my issues with her without thinking. She doesn't judge me. She just listens. We crack jokes. Once in a while we meet and then talk. And it's not that you are thinking, but it's that place I find peace.
Yes.
She gives me peace with her thoughts. She gives me peace with her concern.
Yeah.
She makes me want to talk about my issues.
Okay.
And I talk about my issues.
Yeah.
I talk about my issues.
Now I'm happy you found that.
But mine is more of a cliche though, because mine is my mom.
No, wait. You're making David go away.
Okay, no go.
David, talk more with Elsie.
I know what can be terrible. But Uncle, you know me.
No.
Elsie knows me.
No, I know you. No, don't worry, I know you. But what have I said?
Oh, you are making me want to laugh. I don't know.
Oh dear.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna bail David out. You are going to say something.
Okay, so what I was about to say is that my mom She's seen everything. There are stories that she's even read on my page and then told me that, oh, but this has happened before, and then would actually give me the genesis of the whole thing. And then most often than not, she would give me an advice that would tie in with what the majority of those who comment would say. And so she's always been the one that I basically tell everything to. So sometimes I have people asking me, don't I burn out? She would have to be the one to burn out, because basically I tell her anything that, but I'm not asking, okay, this person has told me this, but then when it comes to issues that I face and everything, I let her know. One of us said that you don't talk to anybody about it, about your issues. The more that you keep it in, it is just like boiling water that you've covered. No matter what, it will start coming out. So whether you like it or not, there are certain times they have to let off steam. And that is something that I have learned in all the few decades I've been on earth. So
once a year I explode and then
once a year. Okay. I hope that you don't explode at a place whereby there'll be casualties.
No, I think Abina is making a very important point, that sometimes when you keep these things in, you think you're okay, but you're not. You're doing more damage and more harm to yourself, because what you should have gotten over in a day or two now stays, and then there are things you do and you don't understand. Why did I snap at this person? And you snap not because of that person, because something has been eating you that you haven't found a solution to. So the key is to wish there's a place you could go to. I've been asking you guys questions, so I would answer the question myself. Where do I go to when I am in a crisis? And believe me, my world is I've told people that if you ever got into my mind, you'll get lost. You may not survive, because it's a terrible place out there. By the way, Francis Annan is amused that you've lost weight. I'm busy.
Let it go. Francis, DM me and stop what you're doing.
He's laughing. I think you've made his day today. Now, you will not believe this, but there's a certain enablement given to a leader. Leaders are supposed to be able to keep things to themselves. Leaders are supposed to be able to handle carry everybody's load. So leaders are raised to carry their own load and that of others as a leader. Because the people, the Osofmami who spoke to you is right, that at a certain point, who do you go to? Everybody, and what Hadi is saying, they think that you don't have an issue. But you're a human being, and you have a lot. You may even have more you are dealing with than they are. Let me give you a typical example. On the day my mother died, the information, my brother, she died in Kumasi, I'm in Accra. My brother called me at 4 and said, the old lady just passed. I am devastated. Now the call came at a very bad time. The call came when I was getting to my car to go into a meeting. All right. So actually, my staff ran after me to the car park and told me, you have a call. It's your brother. So I came in the reception. So this was in the comfort of my office. In the reception, I picked the call. Hi, Otom, what? Said, oh, lady's gone. And I'm standing there, totally devastated. Asked a few questions. So at the hospital, okay, what morgue? What this? Trying to have calls so and so, do this. I get out of there, pick one of my children's phone and call a doctor I knew and said, this is what is happening to my mom. Can we get the morgue for KNUST Medical School? Because you can be sure. So I'm dealing with all that. Then I get to this meeting and someone walks to me, Uncle Bo, I've been waiting for you. Yes, what is it? Can you believe that my boyfriend did not call me yesterday to wish me happy birthday on my birthday? and I am standing there looking at this person whose only problem in the world is that the boyfriend did not call her yesterday to wish her happy birthday, and my mother just died. So why did the person walk to me that way? Because she didn't think that you're white, you shouldn't have any issues. And if God has placed you in that place, don't discount it. It's a blessing and it's a privilege. So don't be resentful of the fact that everybody comes to you and offload. Thank God that you are one of the few people, you become an oasis for people. But this is what God does for me, and that's what I want to share. And I'm hoping that in sharing somebody, it may be useful. Anytime I have an issue, God will put a book in my hand, or I will overhear somebody saying something, and it will be almost as if the person is talking to me. Or somebody will come to me and tell me that he has a problem which is about like the one I'm dealing with. And whilst I'm counseling that person, the Spirit of God is saying, listen to it. So about 3 different ways. A book. Or somebody would just, let me give you an example. Just before I got married, at a certain point I thought I had made a mistake. So I wanted to back off. And it was so difficult for me because invitation cards had gone out. The wedding was just about 2 weeks away. And yet this overwhelming feeling that, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this. So at about 1 a.m., I get out of my flat, and I was living in an apartment block with 2 flats on a floor. And I come and lean on the balcony on my side of the first floor, and I'm there, lost in my thought, wondering, what do I do with this? Then my next door neighbor, who was much older than me, opens his door and comes and also leans on the balcony on his side. So can you get a picture? Here, 2 men, each of us leaning, and there's quite a bit of distance between us. I do not acknowledge him, he also do not acknowledge me. So we are there, both of us, 1 a.m. We are there for 20 minutes. Each of us lost in thought, each of us ignoring the other. Then, after 20 minutes, he straightens himself and turns to me. And he goes, James, women are all the same. It doesn't matter their background, it doesn't matter the educational qualification, it doesn't matter anything. Women are all the same. And then he banged his door and went to sleep. That was the answer I wanted.
Okay.
That was the answer I wanted. In other words, in that, what I heard was that you are not making a mistake.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter who else you go for. Therefore, make the best of this one. He had no idea what I was dealing with. And that is what God does for leaders. That if only you know that you've been anointed to be a leader, look out for those things. The guy had no idea. Sometimes I would turn on radio at just a certain point, hear something, and I know this is for me. The person on radio does not know me from Adam, but something he said is in it for me. I remember when I was much younger. I'm sorry that it's becoming a monologue, but because of what we're talking about, I think I should share some of these things. There was a time in my life when I was struggling with masturbation. Masturbation had beaten me bad, and you know the kind of thing where you wake up every day and assure yourself this is the end. I will never do it again.
Never.
And before the next morning, there you are crying again. And what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? So one Sunday, I decided I won't go to church. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to wrestle with God till He gives me a solution to this. By all means, I won't come to beach. So I pick transport. I go to it. There's a beach beyond Choco. That was before those areas were developed. I'm talking about something that happened in 76. So I go there and I begin my process. So I begin first with the praise. I'm a Krife boy. We've been taught it's a formula. You start with praise and worship. So I start with the praise and worship, and it was going good. I felt I was in the groove. Then after about 30 minutes, a cut. Suddenly I was dry. I said, Lord, what is it? He said, go to church. I said, no, I'm not going to church today. He said, go to church. I said, no, I came here to wrestle with you. I need answers. And if I don't get answers, I'm not getting away from here. Go to church. So I get up, pick my things, feeling defeated. Because, I had come for a retreat. I had come for a whole day retreat. And I've done only 30 minutes. And I'm giving it up and I'm going. So I'm down. I'm feeling that, what kind of you say you're a Krife boy. What kind of Krife boy are you when you can't even seek the face of the Lord for half a day? Then I get to church. So I got into church just when the preacher was beginning his sermon. And David, my name was on the sermon. All the answers, all the questions I had, all the answers I was looking for were in the sermon. The only thing missing was that he didn't say listenable. But it was everything for me. That was a preacher that was known to me. I never heard him preach like that before. And since. He never spoke. He was never down to earth and as practical as he was that day. And at the end of the sermon, I knew I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I've had my answer. So, if you're out there and people offload towards on you, don't be resentful. Maybe that is your calling. But in the problems they bring you, see your own solutions in them.
Yeah.
And when you are counseling people, pay attention to it for yourself. So if you've heard me preach before at a service, I often say this: the sermon is for me. If it blesses you, it's bonus. The sermon is for me first and foremost. And many of us haven't found that when you are advising somebody, you are advising yourself. So we advise people and we think, I've advised him. But you've actually advised yourself. And when you hit the same thing, listen to what you just said to somebody, and you'll be fine. So that's it. I apologize again. I think this has become a very long monologue, and I apologize because this is not the format of the program now. There was a time when the whole platform was mine. Now, not anymore. But I apologize. I thought I should share some of this with you. I think we'll take a short break, and when we come back, Mr. Kitchen, can we take a short break? Sure. All right, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, both Abena and David are going to go through about 3 of the issues that they would want answers to, and then we'll talk about that, and then after that, we'll go to our consultant general, Effie.
Hey, wow.
And then for her comments on them. So we'll be right back.
This is a new delegation.
Honey.
Won't you come to bed?
I'll be with you. I'll be with you shortly.
Come on, let's go to bed too. And you're doing this.
Huh?
Sweetheart, I think it's getting late. You should come to bed.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Honey, won't you come to bed?
I'll be with you. I'll be with you shortly.
Come on, let's go to bed too. And you're doing this.
Huh?
Sweetheart, I think it's getting late. You should come to bed.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Ephraim, you are mean. You are mean, Papa. You know, give us a countdown. He counted 2. He went to Presec, right?
No. I went to a military school. I'm forces.
Welcome back. I'm still with Abena and David and our consultant general, Efe. And we have a very lively audience and beautiful audience here. If you've been watching us, once in a while come to the studio and see the kind of beautiful girls who come here. Yes, and those who have slimmed. Oh my goodness. All right, David, earlier I asked you to give me about 3 issues that from what they've sent to you that you wish we could speak to.
A lady asked whether it was okay to expect monogamy from a spouse right from the onset before you go say I do.
Come again.
she believes in faithfulness.
Okay.
And she wants her husband to also subscribe to her beliefs, to be monogamous in that kind of relationship. And she wants to know whether or not to request that of the guy before she goes to say I do.
You can request it. It won't make any difference. I'm not marrying you. Would I cheat on you? Oh, I won't cheat on you. That. It is not about, sometimes it's not about the will. It's about chemistry.
Yeah.
It's about hormones. And it's about my background, who I have been. And it's also about you, the person I'm living with. There are always push and pull factors when it comes to this. And so let me share with you a story that I think I've shared on this platform before about the Queen of Sheba going to Solomon. And getting there and realizing that Solomon is surrounded, has a spot for choice when it comes to women. And decides that, but I want him. I'm a stranger. How do I ensure that I get him over and above all the others? And this is what she did. She resolved that even if I have him for 5 minutes, I'm going to let that 5 minutes be the happiest time of his day. So that when he goes back and he's reviewing his day, and he's thinking, why am I so happy? Oh, I'm happy because I spent this time with Abena. And I said, what she knew is that men will go where they were most happy, where they were most accepted and affirmed. So that's what she did. She did not fight anybody. She did not aim at the other woman and scheme to get him. As soon as he comes to her, it doesn't matter where he's coming from. He's come to me. This moment is going to be his happiest time. And guess what? Until she returned, she had him completely. We spend too much time when the person. It's like your generation. There are certain things that I find amusing. The person. I don't use a personal. Now, if you don't use a mobile phone, they say you are not on phone. I'm on phone, but not your kind of phone. Somebody reaches you, and for 5 minutes, Uncle, I've been trying to reach you. I've been trying to reach you. It's difficult getting you. And I'm saying and say, hello, you've got me. Why are you fighting? When you reach me, that is not a time to complain. Because see, I am also on a time schedule. You know, that's what they talk about my period. So you never know what time of period of the month it is for me. You understand me?
Never.
Never. No. Never. Maybe I'm hurrying to go into the washroom to freshen up. You know.
Oh my God! Kill the visuals, Jesus. Kill the visuals.
So
I will survive your head up.
So the point I'm making is this: why do you think you like my place? I mean, they all come from here. Don't ask him to pledge because it means nothing. Rather, you resolve that I'm going to make it sight that no other woman will be attractive to him. No other woman. There may be more. And remember this. People should remember this. Men don't go for the beautiful. We go for the one who makes us feel good. We don't go for the beautiful. So you watch. I'm going to give you. Go and look at every big man you admire and wait till you see their wives. And sometimes when you know the kind of woman they could have access to, and you see the woman they call wife, you go like, oh, wait. But he's devoted to her because in his eyes, she's the most beautiful because he makes him feel beautiful. So you waste your time because if you ask me to pledge, I'll pledge. Hey, I don't mean if you want me to pledge, I'll pledge because You know, there's a certain akom when it comes on a man. He will say, he will do anything you want him to say. You know?
I don't know what's going on.
No, we'll say anything. You say anything. You disown your mom. Yes, I'll disown my mom. I'll disown my mom. Can we get on with it? You understand? So, but be the woman he needs. The woman that he can't wait to come back to. The woman that if he encounters anything, he can't wait to pick a phone and call you and say, guess what? The woman that when the company wants to send him on a trek, ask, is Abner coming along? No, Abner is not coming. Oh, then I will not be able to go. But if I must go, then I want it to be a return trip. Why? Because there's nothing there. I go where Abner is. Men are like babies. We go where we are accepted. You know? And we go where we'll be breastfed without questions.
Yes. Exactly. Think about it.
No, they don't. And that's the beauty. You know, because you see, the reason why every man likes breast is because we were raised on it. We're raised on it. And some of us, they didn't stop breastfeeding us till we were 1.5 years. So
We remember, pa.
you know, and you can't wish that one away. But see, mom did not breastfeed me, provided I had taken my bath or I was smelling good. When I wanted it, it was given. No questions asked. Why is it that now that I'm grown, I want breast and you want to know, why did you come late last night? Oh, please give me breast.
Thank you.
Give me rest.
The questions can come later. So, maybe that's that. Let her be the kind of spouse she needs to be. And she wouldn't have to worry about this.
Okay, so this question is from me.
Okay.
Assuming the person is all that, yet we are told a man's needs are insatiable. The human being's needs is actually insatiable. So what if you find that same acceptance that you have at home from somewhere else, and you just would not want to let both go?
Let me tell you this. Men deceive themselves by thinking that their needs are insatiable. Have you considered the needs of a woman? Hey! Within 5 minutes, we are okay. Within 5 minutes.
I don't like where you're going.
Okay, very good.
But 5 minutes, she's now warming up.
I don't like where you're going.
Abena, you are not innocent. If you know where I'm going there. No, so let's understand that. You know, sometimes men act as if we are the only ones with emotional and sexual needs. So, if it is okay for me to go out there on a whim because I feel I have a sexual need, is it okay for my wife to do the same? If not, then let both of us see how we can fulfill each other. But if you are going to say that I have needs, Kai, what kind of needs? You know, what kind of needs? Your cook, the cook in your house, he does more than you do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Have you seen a cook in the morning?
Yeah.
By 6:30 a.m., he has fertilized all the ladies, all the chicks in the house. If we ask you to attend to 3 women by 6:30, you will sleep for the rest of the day. That is even if you can get a tap after 1. So David, let's not kid ourselves. Let's be mindful and attentive of each other, sensitive of each other, and respectful of each other, and we'll be fine.
Okay, so you've asked 2. So the first one, a lady wants to know that why is it that in 2020 still some families are against marriage from certain tribes?
Yes.
From certain different sects,
Yes.
even if they are Christians, and would want to know that would it be okay because she's not marrying her family, she's not marrying her dad, because she's not marrying her dad, she's not marrying her mom. So would it be okay to still go ahead and then marry the one who wants to marry her fiancé, or to still listen to her family and then not marry?
I think it's a much more difficult question to deal with, because when a family comes up and says that we will not allow anybody in this family to marry a Fanti, sometimes they have a history. Fantis have come into the home and have not done well. And I'm using Fanti because I'm a Fanti. Fantis can sue me. And Fantis, we don't corner people and beat them for using them. There are certain tribes, if I use their example, why are you using us? And they will catch me in traffic and beat me. And my fighting days are over. So that's the first thing to know, that sometimes there's a history. But it is also the reason why each of us should go the extra mile to represent what we stand for better. Because who I am will be the basis on which other Fantis are measured. Do you understand me? Yeah. Or even our race, our race. Somebody may not have met, I may be the first black person somebody may have gotten close to. How I relate to that person will form the basis on which that person will deal with all black people. And sometimes we are not aware of that. So, for instance, there's a certain conception that Fanti men are not that responsible. They put us together with garment. Sorry. That we may not be that responsible. Knowing what is against your tribe, make sure you don't affirm it. You don't fit into the stereotype. So in my home, I am providing well, and have always done so, even when I didn't have money. Why? Because I do not want anyone to go and say that Fanti Koyo, he doesn't know how to provide. And we should be careful. There are tribes that we say are inward looking, and that if you marry from that tribe, no matter how good that marriage is going, one day they will marry and bring somebody from that tribe there. So if you are from that tribe, you've got to be sure that I will be the reason why that cannot be said about other people. Do you understand me? So first, there's the history. Two, people are contributing to it. People are contributing to it. Just like, why do women feel that men are dogs? Because some men keep contributing to it. The woman thinks, I'm giving you everything. What are you doing on someone's, being caught on someone's phone? You understand? So, but the other one, the next is that let them meet your man. And if your woman tells you that my people are against your tribe, don't hold it against them. Go there and let them meet you for who you are. And show why you are the history changer. You are the one who will change the history there. Without addressing it. Just go in there, be yourself, and show them what kind of person you are. And with time, they will say that, well, we didn't want somebody from this tribe, but this one, we think he's different. What rather happens is that quite often, as soon as we hear that, hey, my people say they don't want Fantis. Okay, all right, they don't want Fantis. Okay, me too, I don't want them. Or you go and you're angry. These people, they say they don't like me. No, they don't like somebody who was from your background. Now, it is up to you now to go and change it. So pass through the house. Say hello to them. Be interested. Oh, mommy, Ajua told me that you went to the hospital yesterday. How did it go? I hope it's okay. If not, I have this friend of mine, a classmate of mine, who are taught and helped to pass his exams.
Nice.
I can call. You see, make that connection. When you go into the house, dress well. Young people, you don't know the value of dressing well. You dress as if every day is a casual day. When you are going to that home, knowing what they are saying, dress well. Don't dress as if you are an MC.
What's that?
Dress decently so that sometimes even if a young man dresses well, an older person cannot speak by heart to you. So dress, because your dress makes a statement that I respect myself. So they meet you, you come in there. Oh, who is the young man there? Oh, I'm so and so. Oh, nice. You can change it. It's not set in gold. You can change it. The next thing is, see if you cannot find somebody within that family who may have encountered you or who is not that Husa, because there's always an open-minded person there. And then do your politics through that person. Maybe an auntie, maybe somebody, or an older sibling. Go through and let that person come and do the fighting for you, so that he can go to the family and say, I have met David. Yes, I know fancies are this way, but I know David. Did you know David has done this with his life? Did you know he has this and this? Oh, you should see David and Amma together. David and Elsie together. They are fine. You people, you are one. I said David and Amma, you didn't say anything. David and Elsie and really?
It feels different, you know?
So that's what I think.
Okay.
It is not set in gold, and it don't go and say the people they are tribalistic. Don't run away, and please don't run away from the people. You know what were thrown at certain people and they prevailed. Your generation, a lot of things is thrown at you. You go and knock at the door, and the mother do and say, "I went home and she me." No, you could get that woman loving you like nobody's business. So don't run away. Don't cut and run.
Okay.
Okay.
The next one, the gentleman is AS, and his fiancée is also AS. Yes, awesome. So his question is that looking at the fact that there are advancements when it comes to sickle cell patients and all that, he's wondering if he should still go ahead and then marry the fiancé, but he is worried about the fact that now hospitals can have a procedure that they can detect if the fetus has sickle cell and then remove the fetus, that is if the parents agree. His issue is that the fiancé doesn't mind that such a procedure is done, but then it goes against his principles that he wouldn't want to kill any child of his. So he doesn't know whether to still go ahead with the marriage and probably face having to see a child killed or walk away from the love of his life.
Issue of the love of his life, they would deal with it differently. I have seen children born from that background, and it's not pretty. Granted that not all the children suffer, but there's always one child in the family that takes the brunt of that decision of their parents. And I've seen it. I've seen the struggle. I've seen the burden that it has been for the family. And like I said, it is not nice. I would want them to get more information and seek more advice, if possible, from a family that have lived with it, so that they educate themselves of the risk they are taking if they go ahead. And if they don't do so, they know the basis for our not doing so. But it should not be that because somebody has said this, I am backing off. If you really love each other, because Who says you should even have children as a couple? There are people who marry and say, no, we're not going to have children. I know not Ghanaian couples because we don't, as for us, we marry for the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, we marry for the children. And after, in fact, in some homes, 2 minutes after you are marrying, you have married, they're asking, when is it happening? Did it happen last night? Did it happen last night? We are bugger in this respect. Abner and David, I would like us to do this next week.
Okay.
Time is up.
Already?
Time is up. Actually, I've gone beyond, and I shudder to think what I'm doing to your data, but don't worry. I'll get David and Abena here again. As you realize, our consultant general did not speak today, but she likes making notes, so you can be sure that next week she'll come and pour all of that. With that, I'd like to thank Abner and David. It's been fun having you. I enjoy your company. I thank God for what you're doing for this generation, giving a place where people can go and offload. And don't underestimate the ministry. I call it a ministry.
Okay.
Don't tell people you have a platform. Tell them we have a ministry. A ministry where people can come and get burdens of, because you see, Creefish, we have a song, burdens are lifted at Calvary. So this is Calvary. To the rest of you who came, thank you very much to the studio, to my team. Ephraim, it's always good to see you. Even Carnison ate today before the show. That should tell you how good it is. And to you are the reason why we do this. And I'm so grateful that you stayed with us. I know from your comments, some of you have enjoyed it very much. That's what we try to do. Try to be light, try to be silly sometimes, but don't underestimate the solidness of the wisdom that we impart on this platform. Until we come your way again, stay blessed.
Amen.
Honey, won't you come to bed?
I'll be with you. I'll be with you shortly.
Come on, let's go to bed too. And you're doing this.
Sir? Sweetheart, I think it's getting late. You should come to bed.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.